Yeah, it's your boy Noname.
This is boy nice, huh?
Welcome back to Unpopular Opinions. We got the banger for y'all. I told y'all this was gonna come probably like weeks ago, but we finally got our NBA playoff predictions out. Video quality,
too.
just in time, that's a fact. But video quality, and that sound quality is a bit off.
And you know why it's off. Alright, so we both live in New York, but sometimes we can't always get together. So your boy Noname hit me up in class. Right now we got a free period, and we going over the phone on this.
So yeah, spoiler for y'all, it is Unpopular Opinions, the biggest unpopular opinion you're gonna see, because it's gonna be a lot here today. No worries in the finals. Nice time. What you got to say about that?
I mean, it's not gonna happen against you. I'm sorry, it doesn't look like it. KD is he's not gonna be staying, bro. He's gone.
Exactly. Draymond signed with Rich Paul. I don't know when, but I saw it on Undisputed today. So he's gonna walk. Cousin's gonna walk. Draymond's gonna be demanding money he doesn't deserve. The locker room is kind of dysfunctional. You know what I'm saying? If it's not this year, it's next year.
And I don't know, man. You might have a little video for y'all on where it's going to stay. It's going to end up at this, where everybody's going, what's going to happen, end of a dynasty. I don't know, man.
I mean, was it even really a real dynasty? But I hear you. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Real quick, though, before we go to the format for y'all, we're going to go through the entirety of the Eastern Conference round by round. So nighttime, then me, so on and so forth. And the entirety of the Western Conference round by round, and the finals. So nighttime, give me your first round, all games for the Eastern Conference.
Alright, so first off, we got the Bucks. First seed, not a surprise, they've been playing crazy basketball this year. Versus the Pistons, who I'm actually kind of surprised they're 8th seed. I thought that Miami was going to sneak in. I kind of wanted Dwayne Wade to play for a little bit more, play for a ring, even though it wasn't going to happen, but you know, it was okay. Yeah, well, I had the Bucks going out of this relatively easily, going out in 5 games, Bucks moving on, advancing. Then I have Celtics versus Pacers, the 4th seed and the 5th seed. Now that one is going to be a tough one. This is my first unpopular opinion. I have the Pacers moving on. What do you think about that?
I don't really disagree with you. The Celtics, the seed they are, the 4th, is exactly how they played all year. Did not live up to any expectations. Everybody in the locker room kind of hates Kyrie. They're not playing as a team. This series is really just a flip-flop. They could go either way, and the Pacers are they're playing good basketball without Obi.
That's a fact, and that big man, that defense is really getting crazy, lining it up. So then, let me go. Moving on. Now, it's another crazy one. We got the 76ers, they're in the East, right? They're playing solid, but not where I want them to be playing, you know? And then we got them against the Nets, who, oh man, the Nets have been on a tear, and they made it to the playoffs for the first time in 7 years?
And this is the first time in 3 years.
3 or 4 years? I mean, it's been forever, man. To be honest, I don't remember the Nets ever being in the playoffs with Paul Pierce. Oh yeah, that's right, that is true. But he did bring them to the playoffs.
Excuse my time.
But I have the Nets going crazy and upsetting the 76ers in 7 games.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nice one. I gotta watch that, get me some tickets maybe. And then after that, I got the Raptors versus Orlando, and I don't know how Orlando made it in. That's a dark horse right there. I didn't even know they were making playoffs until today. And I got them losing actually. I got them getting swept by the Raptors 4-0.
I heard it. Since it was 4 picks in there, I agree with 2 of them, I think. No, 3 of them. 3 of them I agree with. So my explanation is going to be kind of similar, but let me start off Bucks versus Pistons. Here's what I got to say about the Pistons. If Blake Griffin wasn't injured, this would actually be probably a 6 or 7 game series. But he's part of the reason that they even made the playoffs. Andre Drummond has been playing out of his mind this year. In my opinion, he's solidified himself as a top 5 center. But he's not enough to carry you over the top, so I got the Bucks winning in 5. Then I got Boston beating the Pacers in 7 games. So either way, it's a 7 game series. Like I said, this is really a toss-up. And even though the Pacers could very likely be, I think they're my dark horse, the Pacers. They could very likely go all the way like Boston did last year. They played extremely similar to the way Boston played last year without their star. So it's going to be hard fought, but I got Boston edging out just because of experience. Then I got 76ers versus Nets. And I agree with you actually, another unpopular opinion. I think the Nets are going to beat the 76ers in 7 games. I mean, guys, like, just go back to the regular season. I don't know what it is now, but last time I checked, the Nets had like 2 wins to 1 in the head-to-head against the 76ers, and that one game that they lost was it wasn't even like it was a blowout or anything. It was close for a while. So I mean, the Nets actually had the formula on how to beat the 76ers, and like Nice Time said, they're not playing the way I want them to be playing. You got 3 superstars on your team. You got Embiid, Simmons, and Butler. You guys should be the first or second seed, man. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, the defense is nice and all that, but if they all fall in the first round, I guarantee y'all they're not making it to the finals. They're not making it to the finals. They're just not playing at the level that they should be. And then finally, for Raptors versus Magic, I have a gentleman's sweep. I give the Magic 1 game because towards the end of the season they played well. That's how they got the 7th seed. That's how they locked it up. So I'll give them 1 game, but I still got the Raptors going on 5.
Not bad.
What's your second round?
So as we said, we got ours a little different. He has the Celtics, I got the Pacers in. But then again, the Pacers they're gonna play hard, but I just cannot see them beating the Bucks.
Yeah.
Giannis is just a monster, and I have the Bucks going out at 7, going on to the next round. And then I have the Nets versus the Raptors, and of course, we all know from my last couple vids, I'm sneaky a Nets fan right now. So Nets coming out at 7, another unpopular opinion right there.
Alright, so no explanation as to why they're gonna beat the Raptors with Kawhi though before I go?
I mean, if you really want an explanation, quick one. Caris LeVert in the last couple games have been going off. Dinwiddie has been going off. Then don't forget, D'Lo has been going off. All their guards has been going off. Not only that, LeVert has put up 20-plus games with 5 assists and 7 rebounds for the past couple games. He's on fire. Now, I'm not saying they're all going to stay hot because it's a 7-game series. Anything can happen. People get tired. And they just finished a 7-game series with Philly, so I already know they're hella tired. I just see them coming out of there against the Raptors and just keep going in them, man. I don't think Kawhi can lead the Raptors the way that the Wolves have been doing it all year. I mean, this is playoffs. This is a whole other realm, bro.
That could be. I'll use what I was about to say for my argument.
Alright.
So in my second round, I got the Bucks beating the Celtics in 7 games. I already gave you all my take on the Celtics. I just don't believe in them this year. I gave them 7 games though, because like I said, they're a flip-floppity team. I don't think they're gonna give up. I don't think they're going to give up home court, but they're definitely going to lose on the road. They've always been a bad road team. So I gave Bucks in 7. Then Raptors versus Nets. I got the Raptors coming out in 6. I gave the Nets 2 games because I believe when going up against a top town like this, I think that's their cap. D'Lo alone could get them 2 games. But I don't think they have the bench, and that's the key word. Not the stars. I think because the stars have shown they can match up with any stars in the league. I don't think they have the depth in the bench to go in like a 7-game series with these guys. The reason, let me finish. The take I was going to give to you just now is that one thing that's definitely going to come in play here is experience, and the Raptors have way more experience than the Nets in the playoffs. And listen, just because you can't beat LeBron doesn't mean that you're terrible. Yeah, they've been known as the laughing stock of the league for continuously being swept by LeBron and Cavs, but that combined with Kawhi's playoff experience, I think is going to put them over.
See, I have to agree with some of that. They are a great team, especially with Kawhi. But the thing I'm going to have to hold you there is when you said the bench is going to be the big difference. And I think that's what's going to make you surprise you real quick. Because LeVert and Dinwiddie are bench players. It's not like they start, though. There's players on their bench.
Have you been watching all year? LeVert at the beginning of the year was a starter. He got down to the bench because of his injury.
Yeah, I understand that. But I'm not done with the bench players, bro. Ronnie Hollis-Jefferson has been playing crazy good. Not only that, we have players like Dudley, who they just added. That's a veteran right there. Jared Dudley. On top of their already veteran big Ed Davis, that's a nice bench, bro. I don't know what you've been watching the past 2 games, but it hasn't been that ball. Their bench has been playing good.
We could put some cases of Mountain Dew as Skip does on this, bro. We could put
You want to, bro? You know Mountain Dew's my favorite drink.
I'll put down a case of ice blue cold Mountain Dew that the Raptors would be the
next. Those are my favorite too, alright? I'm gonna match that.
Okay, we got it. Good. Let me hear your Eastern Conference Finals.
So I got the Nets versus the Bucks, and then again, you know, I gotta be biased. The Nets are coming out of this in 7 games, man. Giannis is nice, but that zone is nice too. That zone defense is really what's been carrying the Nets defense this whole season, to be honest. So. And I'm not saying the Bucks defense is not that, but the Nets have put up amazing offensive numbers against the third-ranked defense like the Pacers. Against defenses that are way better than theirs, that wins should not be even possible. The Nets have been pulling out, gritting and grinding, because you know that's the New York way, we grit and grind for these wins, and that's what they've been doing. I feel like the Nets can beat the Bucks, especially since Giannis is been exposed a little bit, you know, during the regular season. Some defenses have been able to not stop him because you can't really stop Giannis, but at least slow him down and force others to score and beat you. So I feel like that can happen.
Alright, so since you finished off East, I'll begin the West. Oh wait, my bad. I didn't even give my East yet. I'm tripping. Nah, it's alright. I'm gonna edit that out, guys. If it stays in the blasphemous HD reference right there.
Nah, if it's still in there, it's because I re-added it.
Alright, so for my Eastern Conference Finals, I got the Bucks versus Raptors. I got Bucks in 7 games, and this is something that I think is going to help them. Obviously, now they're in the finals. I think it's going to help them in the finals. The Bucks all year have been the best defensive team in the NBA consistently. They haven't given up that spot throughout the season at all. I think that defense is going to come through, and not only that, they have always been a top 3 offense throughout the year. And in any sport, if you're a top 3 defense and a top 3 offense, you're going all the way. In my opinion, that's how it is in almost every sport, man, except for the Patriots. They're an anomaly. I don't know about that. They always got that defense, but their offense is usually like top 10, not top 5 or 3. But I think the Raptors, this is where they're going to fold. Well, not necessarily fold since it's a 7-game series, but I think this is where they're going to fall. I think Giannis at this point in his career, believe it or not, that injury, for some of y'all out there, hurt Kawhi more than you know. Before he went down, he was like unanimously the second best player in the league. Now, I don't even know if you call him top 5, and I'm pretty sure Giannis is a top 5 player in the league at this point in his career, so that's going to come into play as well. So, your Western Conference first round was fair.
Nah, bro, it's your turn to start off.
Huh?
You said it's your turn to start off.
Oh, okay. So, Warriors versus Clippers. I got the Warriors in 5. Listen, this is what they do usually. Every first round they come out shooting, they come out running and gunning. After this week, people are going to say the Warriors are not dead. Everybody's going to claim that they're going to the finals, but I'm telling y'all, this is just how it happens. They're going to beat the Clippers in 5. For Rockets versus Jazz, honestly, I don't know how. Listen, Houston has had a weird year. They began and they were like one of the worst teams in the league, and then Harden had that whole stretch where he came on and he basically, he went on that MVP run, and he carried them back to the 4th place. I think they're going to come out on top though in 7 against the Jazz. The Jazz are definitely going to battle hard because they got eliminated last year by the Rockets. They're going to want some revenge. Donovan Mitchell has a year more experience. I think the Rockets will come out on top though. And then Blazers versus Thunder. I got the Thunder in 6 games. Listen guys, I don't know how this Blazers team made the 3rd spot. This is the same team that it was either a year or 2 ago got swept by the Pelicans with AD and Rondo. You really think we're going to do anything against the Thunder with Westbrook and Paul George? Nah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. And then we got Nuggets versus Spurs. I got the Spurs coming out in 7, mostly because the Nuggets are a baby team. Their best superstar or best player is Jokic. And while I like Jokic, I haven't seen anything in him in the playoffs before, so I can't trust him yet. He could very well deny me. That's why I gave him 7 games, but I got the Spurs coming out in 7.
See, I'm going to have to reverse my order about the games I'm going to talk about, because we ended off with Nuggets and Spurs, and I'm going to have to switch that up real quick. I have the Nuggets coming out in 7. Now, don't get me wrong, Pop is a great coach. The Spurs are a great team. DeRozan has really been playing good. All Spurs has been playing. Everybody's been showing up in the Spurs roster. The thing that I just don't feel is gonna happen, because he said the only people that the Nuggets have is definitely not Jokic, bro. You forgot one of the other top players, Murray.
I didn't say even the only person they have. I said that Jokic is their best player.
Oh, my bad. I heard it wrong. But I still feel like the Nuggets can pull something out and beat Greg Pop. And
yeah, I agree with you. That's why I gave them 7.
Pop scheme usually will work without a problem. Pop is one of the most prepared coaches there is. He will literally set up anything he can to just grit his way to the next round. That's how he is. But the way I see it, I don't see Pop's offense and defensive schemes working this time around. And I feel like the Nuggets gonna come out in 7. And then I have OKC beating the Trailblazers in 7. And just like you said, I don't know how they're 3rd seed at all. I forgot they were even in the playoffs, just like Orlando. But yeah, I can't see Paul George losing. Paul George has been crazy. And don't forget, at one point he was in the conversation for MVP for this season. But then it just became a 2-man race. We all know who's probably going to win. I'm not going to say it, but you can say it.
In my opinion, it should definitely go to Giannis. That's just me. But the league might give it to Harden because the league is all about offense now for his side.
Just whatever.
Yeah.
I still feel like Paul George is going to carry that team. Even though Russell Westbrook is, bro, that's what he does. Russell Westbrook will really come out of nowhere.
Russell Westbrook has the biggest backpack in the league next to LeBron, bro. No cap.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, he will put on the backpack, score 40, and they will still lose the game. So, like, I can't give him that backpack.
I hear you.
I got to give it to PG right now. PG's going to carry them through that. 7 games. It's going to go to OKC. And then I have Rockets in 7 against the Jazz, because we all know how hard it is to beat Utah. And Donovan Mitchell is crazy, man. Just crazy. That boy
Mitchell is honestly, he was the best player out of that draft, and he was definitely a sleeper. You know what I'm saying?
When I remember that draft, I was saying that Jason Tatum is the best player in that draft, hands down. Like skill-wise, Jason Tatum is by far the best player in that draft. But Donovan Mitchell is the best player.
Exactly. Ooh. This man got some intangibles, bro.
That boy is nice. And the way he's leading the Jazz right now, it's going to be a hard fight for Harden to get past. Then, of course, we got the Warriors just blowing up the Clippers, but I have them in 6, not 5, because I feel like Lou Williams is going to do that, but the Clippers going to maybe 1-2 games steal from them. So I have Warriors coming out of that pretty easily.
Heard it. Alright, so for my second round, got Warriors versus Rockets and OKC versus Spurs. So Warriors versus Rockets, this is where I have the Rockets beating them. Even though the Warriors, like, no cap, no bias, right now, on paper, they have the most talented starting 5 in the world, like, ever in NBA history. But because of that, their bench is trash compared to what it used to be. Remember the days that they went 73-9, even though they lost that finals? Their bench is made up of Iggy, who for some reason was still playing good, and Sean Livingston. Iggy hit a wall, and I don't think Sean Livingston is on the team anymore. The bench is not what it used to be. And listen, guys, y'all forget how lucky the Warriors were last year in the conference finals, bro. It took an injury of Chris Paul and 27 straight missed threes for them to beat the Rockets. You know?
No. Don't forget that it also, Kawhi also got injured 2 finals ago.
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about that. That doesn't matter to me. That's all I'm talking about. I'm talking about the game. The series about the Rockets. The most recent time they were challenged, right? It literally took an injury to their second best player and 27 missed field goals, bro, from 3. You know how lucky that is? It's almost as if the basketball gods were like, nah, we're going to make you lose somehow. Because that doesn't happen in basketball. You don't miss 27 straight threes. I got the Rockets in 7. I'm sorry.
I don't miss 27 straight threes. And
I don't miss it, bro. I don't play basketball like that. You know what I'm saying? I just watch it. And then for OKC versus Spurs, I got OKC in 7. The Thunder came on, bro. Paul George, he did have that MVP stretch. But I think this is where Westbrook comes on and shows everybody, listen, man, y'all should really be talking about me every year. I think this is where he puts on the backpack in the second round. The playoff P, I hate that he gave himself that nickname. Like, if you get a nickname in sports, somebody gives it to you, not yourself. Playoff P for sure, but I think this is where whatever Westbrook's name is for the playoff Lord, this is where he shows up.
You see, that's crazy because the only reason why you play OP is because Swaggy P was already picked. You know how it is. But I still don't. I don't see it cheap. I don't see Westbrook turning on the light. I have the Nuggets surprisingly coming out of this in 6. I just don't see the. OKC's gonna be gassed. I'm telling you, they're gonna be gassed. They're gonna try. They're gonna try and go on the back of their 2 players. Adam is gonna contribute as he always does, always on the board, always doing what he gotta do for that team. I just don't see it, man. And especially without Ferguson, they still don't have Ferguson. I don't think so. So their defense is gonna suffer just a bit. Not too much, because you know you still got PG and Westbrook on your defensive side, and Adams will definitely get you a couple blocks. And he's a big man. Ain't nobody going to the paint near him, bro. But I just don't see them coming out of that. Jokic and Murray's gonna be too much for them. And then I have the Warriors falling in 7. Rockets gonna come out of that with the dub. The Rockets are a different team with Chris Paul on the field. On the court, my bad. I said field. I'm thinking of football. But yeah, Chris Paul on any team is a different team, Chief. Chris Paul is one of the best pure point guards to ever play the game. He really elevates your team just that much, especially with his mid-range jumper.
Yeah, I was about to say, he can score, yeah.
People forget Chris Paul's jumper is sneaky wet, bro. That is fire. It's fire. And I just feel like Chris Paul is gonna be too much for the Warriors to handle. So I guess that's the round 3, the tiebreaker match, you know. Even though they lost the first 2, it don't matter. Tiebreaker. Yeah. Whatever.
Alright, a little bit before I start off my Western Conference one, here's another point. I mean, listen, y'all look at how heated I was last year that the Rockets lost them the way they lost to the Warriors. Look at the 27 straight threes. I really expecting, listen, no matter what you say last year, James Harden choked. If he chokes this year, he's forever going to be known as a playoff choker. He should have been last year. I'm talking like last year, right? He should have been able to carry that team for 1 game, bro. 1 game. This year, I don't know, they ain't got no excuse so far. Chris Paul has been healthy. You know what I'm saying? Cross your fingers, dot your I's, and cross your T's and stuff. Hopefully he stays healthy and they'll go all the way.
You can change if you keep talking like
that. I just knocked on wood, bro. I just knocked on wood. But that's why I got them beating the Thunder in the Western Conference Finals in 6 games. And believe it or not, as much as I like the Thunder, I don't know. This is where they would be gassed out. You said they were gassed out last time. I think they gassed out here. And the reason we say they're gassed out, guys, is because it happens every time we see them in the playoffs. They play either amazing basketball and they get gassed out, or they play terrible basketball, and because of that they lose. I think this is where the Thunder are going to be tired. They just came off of, a 6-game series and then a 7-game series against the Spurs. I don't know if they're going to go all the way. So, and I think in my opinion, the Rockets are just a better overall team. So I got them going.
Yeah, just like what you said, the Rockets are definitely the better overall team. But I have them facing the Nuggets, and the Rockets are going to come out of there in 7. As you can see, I got a lot of Game 7 wins out here in my brackets, but it be like that sometimes. These teams are tough, man. These players are tough. And don't forget, these are all pros who want these rings, man. This shit means as much to them as it means to everybody else, right? So I have the Nuggets giving a good fight, but they're gonna fall in 7th. The Rockets cheat.
Alright. So now for the finals, next time you go yours and I'll go mine.
Alright, so I have the Nets winning out on the East side, and I have the Rockets winning out on the West. And both of those teams I put in the finals, both of them have won all of their games in 7 games. They're going to be tired equally as gassed. They're going to be tired as hell. And this one is going to go straight down to the wire again, 7 games. Full 7 games. And I had D'Lo winning his first ring. The Nets are going to take one back for us, man. New York out here.
As much as I love the Nets, you already know I already had them knocked out. But in case y'all didn't know, check out our SoundCloud. Before I go stuff, check out our SoundCloud, our Instagram, our Twitter. Subscribe and follow at all those places. I have nighttime put the Discord link in below, you know what I'm saying? Joined it. We take community stuff. Next time, before I give out the final thing, you want to tell them about a video you got coming up based off of the Discord request.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna try this new thing every other Friday or so. Maybe every Friday. I'm gonna see how frequently I can do it.
Like, if y'all guys know about the podcast, which you should, right? You know what I'm saying? I think they should, right?
Yeah,
you should. Nah, but
by now.
Yeah, it's basically nighttime's gonna run. It's basically gonna be like how we do the podcast whenever we got time. So whenever he got time, he'll run it.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a couple suggestions that I take off my Discord from the people in our Discord, and what I'm gonna have is I'm gonna have a little session, a little talk session about their topic. Like, I think I'm gonna give you a little spoiler. This one is about hockey this time, NHL, because I told you we do all sports over here, man. I know everything. So I got a little segment where we just gonna be talking about the draft and all that, the picks and who's better, and you know, some of the subscribers have a chance to go on the mic too, plug themselves, and it'll be a good chance for them to get in on this fun.
Alright, there we go. So that video hopefully will be out by Wednesday. Let's finish this off. I got Bucks versus Rockets, Bucks in 7. I mean, you had the East winning too. I mean, other than before I get into, like, I guess my factual argument, pretty sure you could agree with me, the West has been winning way too much. It was time for the East boys to get back their championships. What you think?
Oh, big facts. Because I can't hold it down that long, man.
Exactly, bro. I mean, if you look up probably how many times the Western Conference team has won the finals versus the Eastern Conference, I guarantee you there's going to be more West. Maybe
in the past 10 years.
Exactly. It may be closer than I think, because back in the days, the East wasn't as bad as it is right now. Like, it's improving. Without a doubt, it's improving, but still bad compared to the West, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my argument for this is that, basically, in my opinion, as I said, Giannis, MVP season, I think he's going to go off in the finals. I think he's going to be playing defense, blocking shots, locking down. They could put him, this is a special thing by Giannis, you could put him on any position. I see him going point guard, so he could start pushing.
He has a lot to guard point guard, so that's great.
Yeah, exactly. He could guard shooting guard, forwards, and centers, man. Put him on anybody who'll guard him. They got Chris Middleton, the shooter. You don't need Giannis to shoot a three for now. When you got Chris Middleton, who came back from injury, all that, he's good. He still got the shot. I think they're going to win it, man. I think they're going to go all the way.
Who you got as your finals MVP?
My finals MVP, that is Giannis. And if it's not Giannis for some reason, then it's going to be Chris.
Alright, so for my finals MVP, I actually have Spencer Dinwiddie winning that. And bro, I don't even know, it's gonna be the craziest story ever, Chief. This is definitely one of my fairy tale prophecies.
Yeah.
You know, if it comes true, but you never know. Because Dinwiddie's the bench player, he just hit the record for the most points scored by a bench player in Nets history.
Yeah.
And I just feel like this would be it's going to be a Cinderella cry on the court type story for him if he wins the MVP for the finals. And then of course I have Giannis winning season MVP because Giannis is just going crazy. Even though James Harden was also giving up a great fight, I just don't see them giving it to James Harden this year.
Who's your backup MVP? Because I thought my backup was like Chris. Say for some reason Spencer doesn't win it. Who's your backup?
Oh, who's my backup? It's either going to be D'Lo or Jared Allen, to be honest.
Pick one.
We all know what D'Lo does now. That boy got ice in his veins.
I heard you. Pick one though. You got to pick
Jared
one.
Allen's just a lockdown.
Pick one.
Alright, D'Lo it is.
D'Lo? Heard it. That's basically it, guys. Tell us what you all think. I'm probably going to have some of those iCards up there. I've been telling Nighttime, they're not clicking the iCards. Nighttime, why ain't these people clicking the cards? Vote on the polls. I put these up for a reason, man. We're trying to see what y'all like.
I want to know what y'all think about it.
Exactly. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Comment. Just go down there, comment. On your phone, just comment.
I want y'all to comment your playoff predictions too. Who do you think is going to win the finals?
Exactly.
Who do you think is going to win the finals?
Who do you think is going to be MVP in general? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening out here? Like I said, go to the Discord. The link will be in the, as you all know, Discord invitations expire if I'm not wrong, right? So,
nah, I'll set it up. So
it's forever. I will pass that on to me so I can put it down there. I'll get in there. You already see, we're trying to hop on with y'all subscriber ideas. We have a couple channels. If you guys go into the channel section of this channel, because I don't want to put out like an entire update video all based on this. Y'all see some channels that have supported us throughout the way here. I want you to go check them out, subscribe to them. One of them that comes to mind immediately is Farhan does gaming, both his music and his gaming channel. You guys should go out there and subscribe, help him out. You know what I'm saying? You can ask Nighttime. This guy, he's been helping us since the beginning with Discord and the Vice and all that.
A1 Chief.
Yeah.
Come on, with Nitron too. Nitron does gaming. I think the thing is like
Nitron
gaming.
Nitron. I'll have it in the channel description of our channel. So you know, just go over there and you know,
check them out.
Support them. We actually use I actually put in Laronda's Gaming's music. The intro music that's kind of hard. There's one of them that goes specifically hard. You guys will know what I'm talking about. That's from his channel. He has some good music out there. And finally, there's one thing I wanted to say. Kind of blanking right now. Oh yeah, thank you guys. The second mock draft video was up. It already has over 100 views. So I'd like to thank you guys. You apparently love mock draft videos, and the very first mock draft video I put up, we officially hit over 1,000 views. Thank you so much. Put a lot of work and research into it. It means a lot.
Appreciate it.
I hope you guys check out these basketball vids and get up there. I mean, I don't know what's happening with these basketball vids.
This one's gonna be a banger though. I told you, man.
Better be. You got anything to say? Otherwise, we done.
Nah, we done out here, man.
We started with a year. We'll end it with a
year.
Year.
Year.